Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, we're going to be discussing the 2014 sports biopic $1 Million Arm, starring Jon Hamm as J.B. Bernstein. Of course, this film was made by Disney, and they had like a string of movies that was based on an actual event in the world of sports. They had success with the movie The Rookie, Dennis Quaid, Miracle by the 1980 U.S. hockey team. They had the movie Secretariat, came out in 2009, and of course they had this film. Of course, $1 Million Arm, like I said, so it's Jon Hamm as J.B. Bernstein, who was a sports agent who wasn't doing that well because most of his clients, athletes that he had represented, were retired for years and couldn't get anybody new for him to represent. He tried one particular football player and that bombed out. The player went to somebody else, so he didn't know what the hell to do. Him and his business partner didn't know what to do with themselves, and his business partner was a big cricket fan, so he was having them watching a cricket game. And JB's character, the Jon Hamm character, decides, he happened to see it, and he saw how the cricket players were throwing the ball, what they call bowling, how they bowl the cricket balls, and he got the idea maybe he could convert a couple of these cricket players into Major League Baseball pitchers. That was his idea. So he decides he got an investment by this rich guy named Chang. Gives him an offer. To give him like $1 million if you can find one cricket player to could convert within a year's span, within a year's time, to a Major League pitcher. So that's what they call $1 Million Arm. There was a contest. He made this big contest in India. Went to the different cities. Went to Mumbai. Went to all the big cities in India to find somebody. And he happened to find two young guys who didn't know anything about baseball because baseball was a foreign sport. It's literally a foreign sport in India. It was either soccer or cricket. Cricket was the big game in India. So the big sport there. And cricket is similar to baseball in a way. It's one of the early sports that evolved into baseball in the United States. So, but nobody knew what baseball was there. So he literally had to train these two guys how to play baseball. They didn't know anything about wearing a baseball glove or anything. They didn't know, why do we have to wear this? There's one of the things that, why do we have to wear these gloves for? We never had to wear them for cricket. And he says, yeah, but that's how you catch the ball with this. I said, oh. And of course, I think actually both of these two guys didn't know. They didn't even play cricket. They were like one was a track and field store. And so it took them a long time to even get trained. They got a baseball coach from the University of Southern Cal, or USC for short, to train these two guys. And of course, eventually they did. So I don't think these guys could even make it. So what happened was they set up a tryout with both these schools, and like for 15 or 16 teams, and the major league sent scouts to see these two guys. But the problem was, for this particular tryout, they had set it up in a parking lot of a mini mall instead of being because they couldn't get a field, an actual baseball field for this tryout. So they called different places. They couldn't get the USC field. They couldn't get other fields or another field to even a high school field. They couldn't get a high school field even for this tryout. So they set this whole thing up in the middle of a parking lot, and of course both of them didn't do well at all. They completely bombed out, and they didn't know what the hell to do. And then Alan Arkin, who ironically was in a pretty good baseball film himself back in the early 90s called Cooperstown. He played a scout and he gave him the idea, so why don't you just have one scout? Instead of all the major league teams, or at least half the teams. You just have to lower it down to 2 or 3 scouts. And so they eventually got the scouts, or about 4 or 5 scouts of teams that didn't show up for the original practice. They set up the first tryout. They actually set up a second one in an actual ball field, and both guys did well, and they got signed. Both of them got signed by the Pittsburgh Pirates, but unfortunately, neither one of them made it to the major leagues. One of them actually quit, and now he's teaching baseball in India. And I don't know what happened to the other guy, but neither one of them, long story short, never made it to the major leagues. But while all this going on, there was a subplot where JB has a tenant living on his property, living in a back house or something, a back room, and who ends up falling in love with was a doctor played by Lake Bell, and they ended up falling in love and they ended up getting married by the end of this film. And she was kind of hot. I have to admit that she was kind of hot in this film. But there was one of the other subplots. They had a couple of subplots of how they're trying to acclimate themselves to American culture. And neither one of these two guys knew how to speak English, but they eventually was able to speak English by the end of this film. Probably spoke English the whole time in reality, but in the movie they had to learn how to speak English, but they didn't know how to speak not one word. And the film itself, I think the film, it's like a combination. I feel when watching this film, like a combination of Moneyball meets Bend It Like Beckham, because they had the whole thing with the Indian culture and the Indian guy traveling to India and all that type of thing. And with Moneyball, trying to get recruiting new talent or resource that no major league team has ever went for before. So, and it was kind of like that type of a mix. That's how I got out of this thing. And the problem that I have with this type of movies is that these are the type of baseball films or sports films that have been coming out now. I mean, I'm not knocking Disney for producing this film and making this film, but these are the type of movies, because sports films has become such a cliche. People are getting tired of seeing like this underdog team actually win a championship, or a biopic which you know what's going to happen, like the Lou Gehrig story, or playing the Yankees, or Babe Ruth, or the Black Sox scandal, or anything, so you know what's going to happen, and it's becoming such a cliche. So let's try a story in sports that's different, and that's what they did when Moneyball movie came out. It was different. It's a true story, but a little bit different. Nobody wins any championships, nobody wins anything. And it's a story about how this guy became successful with this premise. And that's what happened in this movie. And it's like the same thing like Moneyball, but with Indian players instead of one particular team. And I thought it was kind of like a shame movie almost. And before I go back to maybe something like a comedy or a drama like The Natural was, or a comedy like Major League, so, something like that works. But unfortunately, if you're going to make more and more of these sports movies like this, people are going to get tired of it, and people want to go back to what sports movies were before, which people will make fun of, in today's standards. But $1 Million Arm, I didn't think it was a bad story, just not a particularly great one. That's the problem. If I want to hold it like way down here, and with movies like The Natural, Major League, 8 Men Out are like up here, and $1 Million Arm is like down here. In terms of what type of story it is. Me, I like those earlier baseball movies I grew up with. Not something like this, but just nothing to rave home about. So that's my review of the movie $1 Million Arm. Please click on the video. Please rate it. Please go to my channel. Please forward this video to your Facebook pages. And you can check out all my reviews on my YouTube channel at WDY. That's all WDY. And that's C.com. The homepage of my reviewer, Chris Seymour. And please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching. Excuse me. My sinuses. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.